We're inside.
We just went on that tour and the guy told us all of this stuff and it was weird.
Yeah, there were a lot more things that we were seeing than we realized that were actually like real.
Yeah. We just didn't know what they were, so there was like some weird interpretation things that we were doing. So like you saw an old woman that was in here, and I told you that the old woman came here with her husband, and the sheriff lived here for a long period of time. The sheriff would live in the building. This was their residence. Yeah,
so like the room that we're in right now is literally like the kitchen that they would like.
Yeah, and the sheriff's wife would make food for her family
and the inmates.
The inmates, and there's like a little slot that she would put the food through for the inmates here.
Yeah, so like the sheriff's family would be here, which means kids as well, which is also why Em saw kids.
But it was so confusing because I saw them in the jail cells.
Yeah.
And they apparently also had women here, which I saw women in this place because I thought it was just a jail cell for men, which is why the lack of interpretation was a problem.
Yeah, so, and the women, when they were here in like the jail cells, their kids would be, if they had kids, their kids would be here too. So, I don't know, it's just weird.
Yeah,
like,
because none of that stuff made sense, so I was like, I could try and like interpret what I'm seeing, but I just see kids, they're in the cells, they're kind of like making fun at the like guard people, and I'm like, that seems weird, but I'll say there's kids here. It
also makes sense that I didn't feel like any like guards died here or anything because none did.
Yeah, there was no like foul play in regards to them at all.
Yeah, but there were inmate deaths. I almost mentioned something about like people trying to escape.
Yeah,
but I was like, I feel like that's too like cliche. Like I don't want to say that. Like I feel like that's always what happened, and then he started talking about it, and I was like, son of a bitch. That's just I don't know, because I'm like, a prison, people trying to escape, of course, like, but the fact that that actually did happen, I was like, oh, cool.
I talked about there being like a scarier like solitary confinement place being in the middle of the building. There's a dungeon. Yeah. It's just like, it's pitch black and it's down in the basement in the middle of everything.
Yeah, literally like in the middle of like the jail cells. Like
in between where we're sitting now and the jail cells over there.
Yeah.
It's very weird. And then I feel like the dude that got hit in the back of the head was some like inmate telling me what he did, because there's baseball bats in the basement that were taken as
evidence.
As evidence, and were confiscated.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that makes sense. So it wasn't a like prison guard that got hit. The dude was telling me what he did to get in here.
Yeah, I don't know. It's always just like weirds me out when we get like validation of everything, because like we don't always tell everyone when we're on the tours that we're psychic mediums and this is what we picked up on, so we will just give each other looks like, Jesus Christ.
Well, it's not as impressive after they say it, but when we talk about it before we talk to them, yeah,
we should start being like, this is what we recorded in the car, we know nothing, enjoy. I was just being like,
I mean, I used to do that. Yeah. I used to be like, hi, I'm a psychic medium. I need you to tell me nothing. And then they would ask me questions and be like, then what feels do you get? And I would tell them and they would be like, oh, you're probably seeing so-and-so.
Yeah, that's valid.
But that only happens when we're like, one of us is going to sit here and be blind the whole time. And that's when you have to tell people you're a medium.
Yeah, and that's just, it's hard to do with only 2 people.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
But I don't know, it also makes sense because we felt like, I don't know, this was used for something more than just a jail. Yeah. And it was, because they lived here.
Well, it was used for a jail cell until 1996.
I think 95, 96.
95, 96. And then someone used it as their house.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I realized that like the sheriff lived here, but I still feel like they like used it for something else later in its existence. And there were people that lived here. It was just their residency. There were no like inmate people. They just bought the place and lived here for a while.
Yeah, but the person who the like people who bought and lived here are like it's the same owners who own it now, and one of them actually used to work here as a sheriff back in like the 80s or something. So he ended up like buying it, lived here, and like after it closed down and everything, and now it's a paranormal attraction place. So I don't know.
But what I also think is funny is the front of the building that we were like looking at when we were in the parking lot is where all of the windows that don't have the bars on them are, and that's where you can see like women like cleaning the windows and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that is a part of the like home residence side, because it's like split in half. So there's like over that like outside of the camera, and even like to like right here, since this was kind of like a dual purpose kitchen, but like that side was very much the like resident of like the sheriff's, like the living quarters, and then back there is where all the like jail cells are.
Yeah.
Up and above.
It's weird.
Also, the little girl in the attic. Do you think that's actually her?
I mean, I laughed because I thought it wasn't a little
I don't
girl.
feel like it is, especially because
I see what they're talking about.
Yeah. It was just weird that it was like, oh, since the tour guide told the story that like he had like a friend who like it was his mom that like is supposedly the little girl. I was like, I don't feel like she's here in the attic as a little girl. I feel like there's something pretending, or that has like taken up the name Alberta, but I don't feel like it's actually a little girl.
Yeah, I feel like it's some sort of weird poltergeisty thing, but I could be wrong, because again, there's always a weird attic and there's always a weird child demon, so I don't know if we're just seeing the demon version of her, or if there is an like human girl. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
when he said there was a little girl up there, I was like, that wasn't because I was like, this is an odd place for a little girl. I was like, that's not a little girl.
I mean, I just don't want to say anything, but I figured you were also getting the same thing. That's why I was like, so
you should know this too.
You should know this too. But yeah, we're gonna do a members only live stream and do a walk around and get B-roll, and then we're gonna get into investigating. So it's gonna be a good time. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Same.
What, you don't want to go through them again?
I mean, it's just so heavy.
Well, you maybe before we leave, you might want to like film B-roll of us going through it.
Yeah, maybe, but for now.
But yeah, no, I understand.
Sorry, we gotta turn this on.
Oh yeah. But welcome to the vlog. We're starting our investigation. We're gonna go into the jail cells, and we're gonna do that first. And then we're planning on going upstairs to the bedrooms, and then downstairs into the dungeon. But we're going around because this is heavy. I honestly want to know how heavy. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, like it. Like I had to put like my entire back into it. Does this turn off?
That's really funny.
Okay, yeah. Do you want it like that, or do we want the back light on?
No, that's probably fine.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought.
Complete darkness.
That's what I thought. Which
Should we close this so no light comes through?
probably.
This one did second or first?
First.
First? Okay. It's very heavy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that one.
So then we got no light coming through.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the big locks though. Just, it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. But. Okay, I hit that too, and I was like, I'm dying. I'm 100% dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're thinking about going into each one of us goes into one of these cells.
Yeah.
For video content, would it be good to do the middle ones?
Yeah,
One of those two.
I was thinking the first two, but we can do the middle ones if you want.
It doesn't matter. I just like shot wise. Maybe we want to do these so we have the bars of that in the background.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. Okay. It's actually pretty clean.
Yeah. No, they're
That's
actually
okay.
like, well, because you can actually like sleep.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't really mean much. Well, I gotta mute my microphone up. Yeah. So, you want to do like a formal intro first?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We can set it up.
Yeah. Do that on your camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can have one camera on me, one camera on you, and then one camera facing this way, so that they can see the cool jail thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it'd be cool if we do the like knocking thing too. We have this facing the other direction. We just be trapped in here since this is like closed.
If you want to go in there.
What, are you scared?
To have that closed, and then I just am claustrophobic. I'm not scared of it being like ghost. It's just this thing is a bitch to move.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanna see. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That is a time. So, we're about to do a formal intro for the full investigation, but this is our first location. We're gonna sit in them, like on the bench.
Oh yeah, I wanted to like sit in them.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna sit and look in front. That's cooler.
Oh, I mean we can do that, but I thought it would be cool to like actually like individually sit in them. Like you're down.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we're gonna sit in each one of these cells. And then maybe have like a music box or a REM pod like in between so that we can hear it. And then have that. We could probably have that as a like, what was I gonna say? Like, night vision camera?
Yeah, I figured we could have it pointing. We could maybe have it set up in the turnstile pointing that way. Or down there pointing this way.
I don't know, what do you think is cooler? Having this as a backdrop or having that as a backdrop?
I kind of like that as a backdrop.
Yeah, because I agree with that too.
Because this, I don't feel like we'll be able to tell enough about
Yeah,
this.
that one's a bit more,
Yeah.
yeah. Cool.
Like, just for a second.
So we're going to the upstairs, which is the sheriff's room. And they say it's very weirdly active up there. So that is our next location.
So now we are in the sheriff's bedroom. This is on the second floor of the building, and it is where, like, in the residential area where the sheriff and his family would like live. There's had to be a lot of activity in here. People get a lot of things when they're in here. The room across the hall, they'll hear noises and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
There's also apparently an old lady in the bathroom.
Yeah.
For some reason, and there's a tall man with a hat that keeps the woman in there. I have no idea what
I don't know what
he's
he's talking about either. But he's like, when people investigate in here, and he's like, I have no idea what they're talking about. But we get a commonality of people saying there's an old woman in the bathroom, and there's a man that keeps her in the bathroom, and he's like, I don't know, that's just what people tell me. And I'm like, okay,
Great.
awesome.
But out in the hallway by the stairs, we have a music box, and then in here we have 2 cat balls set up and a REM pod. The REM pod is kind of finicky.
It's also flashing.
It's flashing. I don't know why. Sometimes it just.
So it might be on its way out. We might get a new one.
Yeah. So it was going off, but I think it's just because it's stupid. Because it's flashing.
It's flashing. I don't know. I literally just ignore that.
It doesn't exist, actually.
So, if anyone's here, would you be able to interact with our things? I feel like there's a man up here that I think is one of the sheriffs.
Mm.
He has, like, shaved brown hair. He's very, like, has everything together, very, like, calm, and, like, he has, like, a lot of leadership sort of skills, which, I mean, makes sense with a dude, like, that's a sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
But he's, like, a very calm dude. He's not, like, a mean dude at all. He's not, like, someone that, like, I have power over you sort of person. He's very, like, understanding of the authority that he has.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's
so
probably not good.
Now I've turned on my Spirit Talker app from GhostTube, so.
I think it's dead. I might need to just give it a new battery, because...
Yeah. If you... Yeah, I think the REM pod is dead.
REM pod has died.
So there's no REM pod anymore.
Let me... I think I'll try a different battery. There might be battery in there, but...
Well, I'm just doing that. If there's anyone up here who wants to talk... Oh. If there's anyone up here who wants to talk, you can talk through the Spirit Talker app.
I have to go downstairs and get a battery. I'll be right back.
Okay. Like if you want to use one of the cameras, you can, but...
Seems like a lot of work.
Yeah.
There's no
Mm.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
This is me.
Waiting for you.
It just said waiting for you.
Oh, that's cute. Are we gonna bubble? Can you say the safe word if we're in a bubble? Safe? Is that what it said?
I don't know.
You can. You will.
You wanna know? So, if anyone is here, will you be able to interact with any of our devices? You can interact with this REM pod, the music box,
The cat balls.
Wait.
wait, so we're not supposed to be here? So, we tried the bedrooms up here and they did not work. there's no activity, so we're going to try the women's side.
Yeah, we might sit down for a second though, because my back is like in so much pain, and I've taken like Advil or whatever already.
But we're gonna try to go to the women's side jail cells, and then we're gonna try the dungeon, and then we're gonna try the knocking method, and that's it. So let's go.
Dude, that was, I don't know.
I moved that music box.
But if you think about it, he's so tall, he can move it, he can trigger that easily.
But I thought it was the dust, Ryker.
I know, but I'm saying like this, like when he did it again.
I know.
Because I don't know, he like, literally the second that went off, it was just like, I thought I was gonna cry.
Yeah,
Like,
you should let it happen. Scorpio.
It's hard for me. I can barely cry in front of you in our own home with no one else around. I can barely do it normally. I still can't believe that fucking happened.
Me either. We're in a dungeon.
Okay.
What do you guys think? We're ending the vlog now, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
We're in the team room.
We're taking everything down. It's late o'clock. We're tired.
Yeah, it was like 2. We just did the after investigation, but it's been a good time. It's been a time at old Blackford County Jail.
Yeah.
But if you guys like these vlog type things, check out more in this little playlist that might be here or might not be here.
Yeah, and also, if you want to, check out our memberships where we have exclusive content and behind the scenes stuff, and it's super cool.
Yeah. So, see you guys later.
Goodbye.
Bye.